Breaking developments coming in. Bharatiya Janata Yuva Morcha worker Praveen Nettaru, who was brutally killed by assailants yesterday outside his shop in Dakshina Kannada district of Karnataka. Now there are protests raging in the city by the people, even belonging to the BJP ranks, even as link emerge of the suspected killers with the SDPI and PFI, as has been alleged by the BJP. Times Now spoke exclusively to Chief Minister of State Basavaraj Bommai, where he has admitted that there is a need to ban the PFI.
Let's talk about the PFI. Now, this is an organization that the NIA has linked to a lot of murders, arson, vandalism, all sorts of communal crimes in the state of Karnataka. The BJP in Karnataka has accused the Congress government under Mr. Siddaramaiah of appeasing such elements. Do you believe that the PFI should be banned?
Certainly, it should be banned. Over a period of time, if you observe their activities, it is national, anti-national activity to create a disharmony and communal violences. They have done some direct actions, including murders, where we have booked them, and they were doing it in a big way during Congress regime. Now we have controlled them. At the same time, they have expanded their wings to other states also, from Kerala to Karnataka up to UP. They have expanded. Time has come to look of banning them very seriously.
So let me ask you, because the Jharkhand government under the BJP had banned the PFI, will the state government under you, sir, now ban the PFI?
No, it's one thing. Banning has got certain rules, certain procedures, and selectively banning by the states has been struck down by the courts. So looking into all aspects, a comprehensive law has to be prevailed on them, and see that respect.
But given their association, since the BJP has made these claims, you're saying there is a case for them to be banned. The centre is also not moved, though the centre also has flagged the PFI as an organization of great concern. Some people are saying, and including the PFI, that they are selectively targeted by the BJP to create a sense of otherness, to perpetuate a polarizing politics.
See,
that they are punching back.
I don't think so. See, their activities are so very clear, and if somebody wants to misinterpret it, then they are party with them. So nothing of that sort is there.
The Kerala High Court has called the PFI an extremist organization. This is what the Kerala High Court has said. So why hasn't the centre then moved?
No, they have. That's what I said.
Have you spoken to Mr. Amit Shah about this?
See, wherever the procedure is there, that procedure is now following. There is a certain method to do all this. Otherwise, it will not stand the scrutiny of the courts. Hence,
no, but the court, the Kerala High Court,
I'll tell
itself
you.
has called the PFI an extremist
Observations are different, but when certain action is taken, the law, the backing of the law is very important to sustain it. It is not just for the sake of it. The sustaining of those actions is very necessary, and that is done only through the right kind of law, and I think that has been followed.
Imran now joins us from on the ground, where a lot of hectic activity has been taking place since this morning as protests are raging in Bengaluru, remember, and as well as Puttur, where Praveen was killed. Remember, during the last rites, where a huge procession was taken out, there were members of the BJP Yuva Morcha, to which Praveen belonged, who had first submitted their resignations as a mark of protest, and then also targeted the leaders, the senior leaders of their organization, who had come to the spot to pay their condolences, saying that they are unable to protect their own people in the city, and that is why a BJP Yuva Morcha member had to lose his life. Amidst those protests raging, now Times Now has spoken to the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Bommai, that there is a need to ban organizations like the PFI as well as the SDPI. Why it is significant? Because BJP is alleging that there are significant links that are emerging of this crime with the two organizations. My colleague Imran is now joining us from on the ground. Imran, what is the latest that you can get us in terms of the protest, first of all?
Yeah, the protests, as you saw the ugly visuals there, where their own party workers heckled the party president and also the district in charge minister and other senior leaders of the party. The police had to use lathi charge to control the crowds. The crowd has been under control, brought under control now. But the visuals have brought embarrassment for the state BJP as their own party workers, Karyakartas, attacked the senior leadership of the party there in Karnataka. ADGP Alok Kumar has been rushed to the spot immediately, and the chief Minister has also called Home Minister for an urgent meeting at his official residence, and the meeting is happening as we speak as to why there was a law and order failure at the spot where the stone was pelted at the party president Nalin Kumar Katil's car, and the senior leadership had to be escorted by a police party from the unruly mob there. Now, how did the diligence failure happen? And the DGP has been pulled up by the chief minister as we speak. The Home Minister, who was in a meeting, was called immediately to CM's residence to take stock of the situation. Now, there is outpouring of anger, unprecedented anger on the part of the BJP Yuva Morcha workers there. You saw that how they poured their anger against their own leadership for the lack in failure in protecting the lives of the workers there. Now, many of the senior leadership of the BJP Yuva Morcha has also submitted their resignations. In fact, we're getting reports from the Chikmagaluru, where CT Ravi, General Secretary BJP, comes from. There was a mass resignation by the Yuva Morcha workers over anger against the state government.
That Imran is giving us is that the Chief Minister has now called for an emergency meeting where the Home Minister will also be present. Remember, the Home Minister earlier in the day has said that this controversy is being fueled, and those people who are behind this are the very same people who are behind the hijab row. Amidst this building pressure on the state government, whether they have failed in maintaining law and order, what is the action that needs to be taken against the PFI and SDPI and the organizations like that.